Bill Shanefoos with Wisconsin Moonstone. It's got something super special. Tell us about this great stuff.
Well, the Wisconsin Moonstone comes from the Wausau area in Wisconsin. It was created 1.5 billion years ago when the volcano imploded. When the volcano imploded, it created layers of alabite and orthoclase. And when the layers are just right thickness, we end up with the Wisconsin Moonstone.
Fantastic. Is it related to Lapidary?
Yes, they're cousins. That they're both in the feldspar family.
Jeez Louise, that polish is stunning.
Well, thank you. I thought I did a good job.
How long have you been working this material?
Over 50 years.
If you don't mind, can we show the folks at home your beautiful bolo? Did it yourself. Love the prong setting.
Of course I do.
So is this material hard to like harvest?
Up until last year, we only field collected it. So we would pick it up off the ground. A couple years ago, some new people bought the property. Once they bought the property, we contacted them and they said we could start digging. So now we're getting down into some better material.
Oh, fantastic. Was there a lot of red tape involved in being able to do it?
Nope. The owners just came to me and asked me to harvest the Moonstone for them. We do it very small. We, hammer, pick, shovel, no heavy equipment.
I was thinking like backhoe, excavator.
No, the backhoe came in at the end of the dig this year because of the farmer had to get on the field, so we had to fill that hole we dug. So we went and gathered a bunch of dirt and we filled the hole for him.
Oh, fantastic. Have you ever cabbed any of this material?
You bet I have.
Well, obviously.
I used to do a lot of cabbing for the shows and stuff. Lately I haven't had time because we're trying to process our new Moonstone and get it out to the public.
Is this material stable enough to do without stabilizing?
Right now everything is stabilized.
Oh,
we need
fantastic.
to stabilize it because of the amount of fractures. A lot of this is still coming out of the frost layer in Wisconsin. Frost goes down to 6 feet. So,
is there anyone else working this material right now, or is it kind of?
No.
Fantastic. Oh, and this is you right here.
Yeah, Austin and I started doing this together years ago. We do a lot of other things besides Wisconsin Moonstone, but this opportunity when the pandemic started to go out and dig that hole, we got so many awesome pieces. It was just more than we could fathom. We took out 12,000 pounds of rock.
12,000 pounds.
To show people what it looks like, imagine 178 5-gallon buckets full of rock.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of work for two guys.
And carrying it all by yourselves.
Yeah. Well, we got to pull up into the field right next to it, so it wasn't bad. But it's all the processing of it now. We haven't even, I bet you we probably did maybe 4,000 pounds processed so far.
Oh, fantastic. What? So there's a lot more to go.
Oh, there's a lot more to go.
Could they trouble you to see a piece of rough?
Sure. In matter of fact, let me grab a bucket here.
Oh, beautiful. It doesn't really, it kind of doesn't really look like the rough of Lapidary. It feels...
Nope, it doesn't. Trying to find a real stuff. Here. This would be a really nice piece.
Oh yeah, you're not lying. Camera got that really well. Like Lapidary, do you have to chase the flash and then cut it?
Yes, you do.
It won't change on you if you find it face to...
Sometimes you can follow it 2 different directions because of the way it grew. So you can get a really high dome, but most of the time it's a low dome that we're doing because it's not as flat as Lapidary, but it does have that tendency to like a flat schiller at times. Depends on what we're doing. There, how's this look?
Oh, that's stunning. Just the natural shape outside of the flash alone is beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you ever sell flats? Is this whole flat
this
for
is
sale?
The flat's for sale.
If the folks at home who are watching this video see, are they allowed to call you to buy any?
Oh yes, they can. We do wholesale. We do retail. We do a little bit of everything. We do custom-made jewelry and stuff like that.
Would you consider Labradorite a moonstone?
No, Labradorite is a 5-year class. Moonstone's an OGL class of the Soundscore family.
Oh, look at that. This is the sweetheart of the rodeo right here. But this is a real moonstone.
Yes, it's real moonstone.
Even though it's related to its Labradorite little cousin?
Right. All moonstones are, because they're both feldspar. So a sunstone, Amazonite, let's see, what else is there? Those are the important ones.
Yeah.
They're the gemstones. They're the gemstones.
The best ways to contact me are on.
Do you have any plans on like sending any away to get made into sculptures or anything?
Not sculptures, but we're working on a lot of the doming face polishing, sending it out because we can't keep up with production.
Oh, and you got, what, 8,000 pounds more to work?
And that was from last year.
Yikes.
So hopefully we can get cabs done, everything we need, The carving, not so much. There's too many pockets of that brown and black in there. Is arvetsanite, and you hit a pocket like that and it'll kind of screw up your carving.
Do you think any plans for sphering perhaps down the line?
Oh, I've had many spheres made.
They just sell like hotcakes.
I've got so many beautiful spheres. Yeah. I just haven't had time to get more made.
Since it's in Wisconsin, do you only have so much time a year to work it before it just gets too cold to go out there and get it?
Well, we have to get out there in the spring of the year before the farmer gets on the field.
Oh, so you have like two variables there, the cold and the farmer. Farmer comes first.
Well, in the spring we get out there before he plants, and then after he harvests, we get out there and try to do everything until the frost comes in. But we are working on making it so that people can come out and field collect. We just have to talk to the owners a little bit more.
Are you must be pretty close to those folks, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what are they farming over yonder?
They lease the land out to the farmers. Corn, soybeans, alfalfa, things like that.
Oh yeah. Very unique moonstone. Business first. These folks are super cool.
White moonstone from Wisconsin.
I've actually never heard of moonstone from Wisconsin. I love the blue flash. It is a lot different in character than Labradorite for me. Labradorite is something that I really do not enjoy cutting because you have to chase the flash. But just there's something magical to me with this stuff compared to the Moroccan moonstone. Well, Moroccan Labradorite, excuse me. Here's a wrap that he made. I love his prong setting, and he even textures the prongs. That's just a natural prong set piece. Here's a really nice cabbed piece. Almost looks like a piece of opal. And evidently it's UV reactive. Gotta ask him about that. Oh, there you are. Is it UV reactive?
Yes, it is.
That's stunning.
It is. We also have a lot of zircons in it and other amphiboles.
Whoa. What color is the zircon inside of it?
The zircon is almost like an amethyst. And when we fluoresce it, it fluoresces like a yellowish brown.
Oh, wow.
That also fluoresces, yes.
A lot of people think because of like cheap Walmart cubic zirconiums that zircons aren't a real stone, that it's like a man-made thing.
A zircon is, a zirconium's different. It's
Okay,
completely different.
thank you. Oh man, next year you have to get a display box for the UV.
We could try to do it if there's any light at all, you're not going to see it.
Oh, true. It's just,
Yeah, we got to have a total darkness.
is it a shortwave or long wave?
Long range.
Wow, those purples are bad to the bone.
Let me see if I can fluoresce them for you.
Oh, you brought a light. You probably never leave home without it.
Especially not at night.
Oh, definitely.
Back here.
We prefer if you don't.
Oh yeah. Up a little bit.
Perfect.
That is awesome. Have you ever been out at night just looking for it with your flashlight?
No, you gotta get too close to it. It doesn't fluoresce really well.
Make my office at work the best.
Is it easy to tumble?
No, it's not. We have a special process for tumbling. We tumble with a lot of safety glass.
Oh, interesting.
The safety glass is softer than the rock itself, so it won't harm the rock when you're tumbling. And we use the glass because that way the grinds don't stick to it, and we can use it the same glass through the whole cycle.
That's fantastic. How do you pick the pieces that you want to be tumbled? Are they just naturally smaller pieces, or are you cutting it somewhere?
Anything that I feel is not usable for cutting and polishing gets thrown in the tumbler, and then we kind of go through. Most of it's a high grade anyway, but we go through and pull out some of the junkier ones.
That's nice. A lot of people don't care that much about their material to where they're just throw it in the bag, we'll sell it to anybody.
Right. We try to do nothing but high grade here.
This is your baby.
This is my child, yes it is. I live and breathe with Moonstone.
That was fantastic. And you were telling me off camera earlier that it was discovered in the 30s?
I'm not sure if it was discovered in the 30s, but they mined and quarried it in the 30s for a bank building in town. And since then, back in the 80s, they tore the bank building down and they threw it in a landfill somewhere and nobody knows where it is.
Oh man, it's a hot spot somewhere.
Yeah, so there's always going to be something in the future.
It's a treasure.
If we ever manage to get even half of it off that field in the next 50 years, there's still something out there.
Oh man, you need to find it and not tell anybody.
No.
Do you think that when they were working on that bank building, do you think there was a lot that they took out for it?
Oh, I've seen the old quarry. It's all flooded out now, but they took a lot of material to get good enough pieces to put on the bank building.
Oh, heck yeah. It's awesome to meet people that are so passionate about their own material. A lot of folks are just doing reselling and don't really have any connection to what they're working with.
Well, these are my children.
Your eyes even have the color.
The women tell me, all the women say, hey, you got moonstone eyes, and I agree.
You do. You do.
Thank you.
And you glow like a moonstone, brother.
That's the energy.
Absolutely. On occasion, is there any other colors that flash on certain pieces?
Before we iron it out, we'll have a lot of yellow. But once we do the iron out, the yellow kind of goes away and it gets to more of a clearer color.
Interesting. So like the yellow is not really part of it, just something on the outside that's giving it the color of the yellow?
It's the iron.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a nice piece. I love your prong settings.
Thank you.
It's got so much more than just a simple bezel.
It does.
That's your loop.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I've lost every single one I've ever had, and that is a great idea to do.
I had needed some place for the stone, and it worked perfect on my loop.
That is awesome.
So.
Do you think you'll ever get the opportunity to offer people to go and pick up some themselves in the future?
We're working really hard on it.
Nice. If anybody can get it done, it's you, Bill.
Well, I've been trying a lot of things with Moonstone. I tried to make it our state gemstone, but too many hurdles to go over and stumbling blocks, things like that. So we're still hopeful it'll become our state gemstone. It's just going to be a long time.
Well, coming to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show is a good way to get it out and like help push it. Wisconsin and Minnesota, you're such a rock-loving states.
Yes, we are.
That, you know, when they fall in love, they stay in love. And this has been doing really well this year in Tucson, right?
We had awesome sales our first day. I've never seen sales like that. We probably went through 500-600 pounds.
Oh, fantastic.
We're happy for it.
Fantastic. Yo, I can't thank you enough for taking time to talk to me. And sorry it took so long.
Oh, hey, it's cool.
The days fly by
I
here.
know they do, and there were days we were so busy. You'd walk by and just see us swamped with people. So, hey, anybody who wants it, right now is the time to come get it. I can tell you that.
And again, folks, the gentleman does sell. I gave the number once, and he has a Facebook. How would they find it find us on Facebook as Bill's Moonstone and Crystals?
That's correct.
Nice. And you do different stuff besides Moonstone as well on your sites?
Oh yeah, we do it at the stores. There's a metaphysical healing store. So we teach that kind of stuff at the store, along with the Moonstone. And everything in my store has been bought through Wisconsin Moonstone.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So
It's not just ordering online in bulk and...
Oh no. Every piece of Moonstone I sell goes back into the store for other stones that we need.
That is awesome. How do you pronounce the name in Wisconsin where you're at?
Wausau.
Wausau, that must be like a native name, huh?
I'm guessing because in Poland they call it Warsaw.
Oh, wow.
It's spelled a little bit different. But
and is this address somewhere where people can go? Is this your rock shop?
that is my rock shop.
Because there are a lot of people who watch me who are in Wisconsin. I have people who are going to Bugham and Stevens Point here soon. And so, yeah, you can go over there, 202 Grand Avenue, Wausau, Wisconsin, 54403. I put the information down in the description section of the video. Find him on Facebook, Bill's Moonstone and Crystals. If you don't use Facebook because you don't want the man spying on you, you can give him a phone call. Put the number down in the description section. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
You are the man.
All right.
And you're the man. And you, Jade Man. He's the Jade Man man. You boys are the best. Blue bead. I love these guys. Take a look at
Well, thank you for that.
No, we got our